This week, chair saddles, Chargers, Will Smith slaps one, the NFL trade deadline, and how it affects your fantasy roster, power rankings. Sad Boys Club has a new quarterback and nobody even watched. One-star Rex just in time for holiday family photos. Enjoy this episode.
It's hoodie season all across America, DK. I'm sitting here comfortable in my soft Arizona Cardinals hoodie from homage.com. They have the best hoodies in the game: NFL, NBA, MLB, college, tons of pop culture collections. You imagine it, they have it. Go to homage.com to check them all out. Make sure you click the link in our show notes to purchase gear to help support your favorite podcast, One Star Recruits.
Yo, aloha. Welcome to the One Star Recruits podcast, checking in at 185.7 pounds, chasing greatness from my Portland studios. I'm 10 minutes fresh. This is fresh. Kato Kalin. I'm 10 minutes after cleaning up a murder in my backyard. A murder, Rip. It was discovered by my dog, Abby. Are you interested at all?
Going down a dark road to start this podcast, talking about
it's like a choose your own adventure. You could. It just happened. So I'm here. You're with me. We're living life together. It's like a choose your own adventure story time. Would you like to go down a murder discovered by my sweet wiener dog, or would you like to move along into a lovely Halloween candy and iPhone story? Rip, you choose.
I mean, I can't say no to a murder. True crime is all the rage.
People do love it. Switch over our podcast, True Crime. Sweet Abby. She's holding her poo for a couple of days because it's been raining like crazy. She's a master at poo holding, one of the best ever in the history of poo holders. But she was ready, so I popped her out into the backyard, wanted to just get her out before the podcast started going. And she headed over to the poo and pee area. Kind of was chilling too long. I thought she got her hands on like a mushroom or something. She was just hanging out longer than she normally does. Made my way over there, avoided some poos, saw some gray fur, saw a line of intestines, and a full set of guts laid out right in my backyard. Second time this year, as a matter of fact, that I've seen this. Once in my front yard, once in my backyard. Thank God she was not eating. She was just giving a couple sniffs, letting Dad know there's been a murder in the backyard. I got the shovel. I shoveled them out of here. I don't want these predators to know that this is a safe place to come predator around here at the studio. But I got a predator. What's your guess? What do you think it is? A fox? A coyote, a phoenix coyote, a bobcat, an owl, a hawk. What's your guess, Rip?
We have a lot of coyote issues down here in Southern California, so I'm going to guess coyote.
It could be a coyote. Probably, most likely, a domestic cat. I talked to a couple neighbors around here. When you find fur and some intestines, it's definitely a predator. Something definitely was murdered and ate. The circle of life went on. But the feline predators, the cats, the domestic cats, the pussies, they tend to leave the guts, and I had guts here this morning. So I think the cats can't digest all the herbivore contents inside of the intestines. I wish it was an owl. That's what I'd like to see. That would be the only one that I think I would be okay. I wouldn't want to witness it. I think it got a squirrel or a rat, but there was a murder. So I'm fresh off a murder. Choose your own adventure, Rip. There you go. It's a wild ride, One Stars. Welcome to the damn podcast. Halloween was lovely here. Rip, DK Jr. slept through it all. That's at the stage of life we are with DK Jr. Anything that we think is potentially an exciting moment for the child, or let's take the kid, or we'll show the kid, or we'll get all ready, sleeps right through every single time. It is what it is. All good though. I'll take it. How was your ween? How was the Halloweeny?
It was awesome. The kids graduated from little like pumpkin basket canisters to full-blown pillowcases. I urged them to bring a pillowcase this year. They got it about a third of the way full, which I think is probably in this day and age 150 pieces of candy. So they set PRs for Halloween candy. They were both super happy. So yeah, success all around.
PRs at 150. Yeah, pretty good haul. 150 should last you a little bit of time. You can't, even though I didn't get to experience much of either trick-or-treating or people coming to the house, although I was prepared, we went lights out pretty quick because the kid fell asleep. Mother-in-law, I said, you want me to go lights on or lights off? She said, lights off. fussy ass kid has not slept all day. We're going to go lights off and we're just going to get right through it. Next year is our Halloween to shine. So I just stayed up and ate leftover candy. You got to do that on Halloween. You got to eat a handful. A lot of the 1-stars out there did exactly the same thing. It's just what you do. It's the only day that you are allowed to just do that and not feel like a total shithead, like a total loser. Just eat some candy. Everybody knows from last week and years before, Rip, you love pink starbursts. Anything new come on your radar? Has your palate developed a little bit? Has your palate became a little bit more educated as you mature in age beyond pink starbursts?
Just some of the old school classics kind of come back and hit you a little bit. 100 grand candy bars are really good with the caramel. Sour Patch Kids, always a winner. New watermelon flavor. Watermelon's been around for a while, but we got a whole package of watermelon Sour Patch Kids. I could probably eat about 75 of those in one sitting.
Yeah, those aren't bad. I'm with you though. I think I like the 100 grand. A couple Mr. Good bars hit pretty nicely for me. I still enjoy a mini bag of Skittles. I know you're off Skittles. It's not a Halloween candy, but Kimmy brought home an Oreo and Reese's combo that I really loved. That was spectacular. That's a combo that needs to go together. The Oreo's cookie and a Reese's peanut butter cup. I'm becoming more of a chocolate guy though as I age. The more of my hair that I lose probably is the deeper into the cacao game that I'm going to get. As soon as I'm bald, Rip, you're going to catch me probably at 98% cacao at the Whole Foods buying those cacao bars, trying to eat those things without water. It's like chewing sandpaper. That's crazy that people even try to eat those things, but I'm getting there. My palate's changing. You got to be careful on those streets. I had 3 cavities filled this last week, Rip. Transferring over. 3 full cavities filled. Since the Maui fires, I have not gone to a dentist. So that's been 2 years. That's embarrassing. So I had to go get 3 filled. All good. Actually, the dentist was shadowing a new dentist. So I could tell that my dentist and my dental assistant was on very, very good behavior, which was great. I think I got 3 of the better cavities I've ever got done in my life because of good behavior, trying to show off during a shadow. Everybody's on their best when they're shadowing in a new employee. But I got numbed up on both sides. They don't use Novocaine anymore. I made a joke about Novocaine, and the lady said, like, it's Lidocaine, or we don't use Novocaine anymore. News to me. But both sides of your mouth really kind of sucks ass when they get you. But it was good because I kept my mouth shut. I actually kept my mouth shut for $1 million idea that I had while I was getting my calves filled. Let me ask 2 questions, Rip, before I give you my $1 million idea. When you go to the dentist, what do you do with your keys and your phone and your sunnies and whatever else is weird in your pocket? I think you roll around with a napkin. You're a napkin guy. What do you do with those things?
They stay in my pocket. Where else are they going to go?
You sit there for an hour with bulges in your pocket, just like your big ass phone, your iPhone 14 or 13, whatever you have. You just sit there with it in your pocket.
That's the thing. It's an iPhone 12 mini. It's like half the size of these giant iPhones. People are walking
and your
around
keys digging into your legs. You don't. Okay. Well, how about a hat if you're wearing a hat?
I think I put it over my kneecap, just nice and snug.
Go
under
kneecap.
the X-ray chest. Never
will stay there. That hat will be on the ground before you know it. So hat. We'll stick with hat. So I'm a hat. I have glasses, sunglasses, and regular glasses, keys, phone. There's usually some other bullshit in my pocket, some sort of wallet device or something as well there. Every time for me, every dental office I've ever gone into, I stumble around with my shit. I try to put it in my hat. I kind of look around for a space to put it. I don't have it. I kind of like give it to the assistant to put, and they just say, oh, you put it on our crowded dentist desk with all of our shit here. Like, not good for them, not good for me. I hate it every time. Every time I drop my phone or something falls. And God forbid, the worst case scenario is you just put your hat and your phone and all your shit on the ground. That's the other thing, right to the right of you. And there you go, on the dentist ground with all the dental grossness and whatever. Just sucks ass, Rip. How about the barbershop? You keep everything in your pocket at the barbershop too? You don't take things out and put it in front?
You really want to ask a guy who's been bald for 25 years about going to the barbershop?
When you used to go.
That was before phones were invented.
Yeah, that's
you didn't
true.
have to worry about
that's a bad question. I was asking you a peanut question. All right, that's a bad one. We'll stick with the dentist. Idea alert, $1 million, 1-star idea alert. A man saddle for the modern chair for the modern man. It's a saddle that goes right over the dentist chair that has slots, maybe 2 or 3 slots, one for your phone, one for your hat and your keys and stuff. And maybe the phone has a little charger in it or something, or a little something in there to charge your phone. Okay? Man saddle. Very easy sale. You just go into the dental office. You say, how many chairs do you have? Where do men put their shit? They'll say nowhere. You say, would you like to place an order for 25 man saddles? $1 million idea. Same will work at the barber. 1 stars. Let me know where you put your shit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody keeps everything in their pocket all the time. That seems crazy to me. That's very uncomfortable. You want keys driving into your leg, stuff falling out. Maybe you want to look at your phone. Maybe you got to keep track of something important when you're getting your crowns filled and you don't want to have to reach back or reach down. So many kneecap. You're doing a hat on your kneecap. Fucking amateur, Rip. $1 million idea, though. I kept my mouth shut the whole time because I was Novocaine up, though. I did not release that idea. So there you go, 1 stars. You want to build a man saddle with me? Hit me up. I got a couple ideas. How's that name? How's the marketing of that? Does that make sense, Rip? Are you like, oh, fuck, DK's a genius?
I think it's going to be a flop. I just don't think there's demand for it. And yeah, the name's trash, to be honest.
Maybe like a dental saddle. I'd have to work on the name.
If you just add the number 67 into that name somewhere, it'll be a viral hit. You'll sell probably 1 million within a week.
Someone's going to steal it. I got a couple other ideas. If you want to steal it, at least hit me up because I will set you up for success with my ideas. Idea alert. Okay? I was all numbed up, though, double numbed up. I decided it was time for a new iPhone because I couldn't talk. And I wasn't speaking, so this is probably the best time. Dude, I have an iPhone. Before this new one, I got now a member of the iPhone 17 club. It feels great. My prior phone was an iPhone 11, 1. I'm on this every 6 years. I went iPhone 4 to iPhone 11. Now I'm into the 17. I'm on the 6-year cycle, which is actually pretty cool because a lot of people complain that they don't not seen enough development or enough growth in the iPhone worlds. Just buy one every 7 years. You'll be so surprised, Rip. I basically what happened was my iPhone 11 completely stopped charging. It was like my iPhone 11 got extremely loose and it was like throwing a hot dog through a hallway. Nothing would fit charger wise. I had to find the exact perfect angle to even squeeze a charge out of this 11. I was literally doing gymnastics in my car trying to hold this stupid charger at a 47-degree angle while picking somebody at the airport before my phone died. And I didn't have to, it was a mess. So bottom line, Rip, numbed up. I got in there. I got sold out of my mind. I don't know how many times at Verizon they're going to try to tell you about deals they have. They got me, though. I left with 2 iPhone 17s. I got a blue one. I got a dark blue one. It feels great now. I got these new chargers that are life-changing. And you know what? It's all because I was numbed up. If I was not numbed up, I would probably still be working with my iPhone 11. So shout out to Novocaine.
Tim Cook had you exactly where he wanted you, DK. He had you struggling to find a charge, battling every day, trying to find that right angle. I'm kind of getting there right now, but he got you numbed up in the dentist chair, walking into the Verizon store. Boom. Next thing you know, you're out another $2,500. But congratulations, man. You're actually, I feel like one of the rare people that actually goes into the physical store now. I think you could have done this all online. What's going on there?
Because I go so inconsistently, great question. I want to go into the store to see what my options were. And then I was a little bit nervous about the transfer of stuff because back in my day, iPhone 11 zone, you had to bring your phone in. I think they connected it to something and they did the transfer. Now, the beautiful thing this day and age is if you have your iCloud password, that's it. You could do it all. So you could get a new phone wherever you find a great deal, get it sent to the house. You can just go ahead and follow the instructions through as long as you know your iCloud password, which is mostly everybody's problem. It's probably the number one most forgotten password in the history of passwords. If you know that iCloud password, plug it in. 45 minutes later, everything transfers on over. Got yourself a fresh new phone. The cameras are amazing. The feel's great. It just feels wonderful, Rip. If you're in the market, go do it. You cannot be in purgatory hell of your phone not charging. There's nothing worse. It's like it's our modern day. I don't even know the equivalent to the feeling when your phone is about to die and you got to pick up your kid or somebody at the airport, or maybe you're managing a game that morning and parents are trying to call you and you're just trying to find an angle in your Saturn so your phone charges. Don't put yourself in that position. Go get one, Rip. This We're not even doing recommendations yet. This is where this is transferred to. It went from me getting suckered into financing two iPhone 17s. I tried to buy them outright, by the way. $1,100 if you're interested in buying a new iPhone 17. $1,100. I was at $182 a month. I am now at $192 a month, locked right back into a 3-year contract, baby. I say go for it, Rip. Go get yourself a 17, bro.
I spend probably 45 minutes a week trying to adjust the angle on my worn down chargers. I just bought 2 new chargers off Amazon, so if that doesn't fix the issue and I get up to like 60 minutes a week trying to charge this damn phone, trying to find the right angle, I think I'm going to be right with you with that 17.
It's a man saddle for the modern chair for the modern man. I'll just try one more time, see if that one hit. It still doesn't work. It still kind of sucks. Anywho, any farts. DK Jr. is rolling all over the place, actually. He's a potato, Rip. He's moving all over the place. He's actually enjoying individual chill sessions by himself in his crib with his fingers and toys. So that's really chill. Some rumors in the group chat is that he possibly could be a Joe Klein, a redhead. That was flying around. A picture hit the sun, hit his little hair coming in a little bit. Next thing you know, all my friends think I got a carrot top here. I got a Joe Klein coming in. The consensus at our house, Rip, is not that. We think that we're going to have some nice Italian hair, some flowing Italian locks, some Marco Bellinellis, okay? Some Giorgio Cellini's, 1-star legend right there, just flowing through his hair. But possibly a redhead could be coming too. That's the developments in DK Jr. I know listeners like that before we get into our MLB minute and the NFL trade deadline. Life couldn't be better with this dude, though. He's just getting better and better every day, minus possibly a redhead.
Yeah, if you dodge the redhead bullet, that's going to be an accomplishment right there. I do think he's going to have that little Italian receding hairline within probably his early 20s, just like his grandfather on your wife's side. I think it's going to look good on him for a while, though. It
Don't
runs in the
reseed that.
family.
Don't reseed that, sweet baby. He hasn't got a haircut yet. Currently, it looks like he has a nice tight fade. It's really working out in the hair department for him. Let's stick on the Marco Bellinelli manifest for our locks, for our nice hair locks. Great shooter for the Warriors and the Hornets. If you don't know, now you know. MLB Minute. World Series champs have been crowned, Rip. This is your section. 1-star bump to our guy Will Smith, 1-star legend. Listen back to the episode. What a humble gentleman. I'm embarrassed that we embarrassingly sent him a pizza, Rip. That was during our phase of season 3, I believe, of this podcast, where we were sending pizzas to every guest. It's a strong move. I still appreciate it. I'm a little embarrassed by that. But also, I think it's great. Will Smith appreciated it. Help him become a multiple World Series champion. Couple pizzas always make you feel better about yourself. So I applaud Willie Smith. I applaud the drama and the production of these World Series games. To be honest with you, Rip, we had really great pitching, fun to watch. We had dugout shots from production with the TV, a lot of drama going on. The bench is clear. The camera gets right in there. It's just really good fan shots when you're playing 18 innings, getting in on these fans and seeing what's going on because they really care. It was good. I guess it doesn't get much better than this. Game 7, World Series, last inning. What else do you want?
Yeah, you kind of said it all right there. Really a gripping World Series from start to finish. So many different plot lines, so many mistakes, so many huge moments, actually. And if there's one person on the Dodgers that I root for, and it's Will Smith. It's Will the Thrill. He's a hero in LA. And yeah, that just harkens back. I was thinking about that the other night, I think he had just moved to LA like within the last year. For some reason, we decided to send a pizza to his house after he came on our pod, but just an epic 1-star moment, and have rooted for him ever since, actually, because he's got a really good foundation going. Since then, he's had a couple kids, got married, and yeah, just a great story and a great guy to root for there. Will Smith should have been World Series MVP for my money.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, just for catching that 18 inning game on your knees alone, you should be the MVP. Just based on that alone, just knee pain. Guy's still popping up. It's that pizza, Rip. That pizza gave him great knees at that time. It helped his seed a couple kids later, so good seed from that pizza. We might have to bring back the pizza. Look at these. We're going to talk about college basketball players too, stepping up here. Stay tuned, listeners, because maybe we should get back into the pizza sending game. It was great, though. Lots of fun. The first ever pinch hit grand slam we had in game one. From there, just went on. Your guy, Rip Miguel Rojas. I know all the Hispanics. And I mean, just what a story. The guy hasn't even seen a ball to hit in a month, if not a year. Guy comes in and jacks a huge home run in game seven. Your guy, Andy Pajas. Am I saying that right? Pajas? Pages? You say Pages or Pajas?
Pajes.
Pajes covered that ball like a gangster. Was that the correct play for Pajes, Rip, to make that play in game seven? That was it. That was the pivotal game.
It was. When you're the center fielder, you're the captain of the outfield, and whatever you say goes. So if he called that thing, it was his job to grab it. And really, Dave Roberts gets a lot of heat. I think 13 division titles. He's only won 2 World Series, made a lot of questionable calls over the years. But that one, he had put Pajes in center field, but right before that half inning, if he wouldn't have done that, I don't think that ball gets caught, and Dodgers probably lose the World Series. So huge move by Dave Roberts there.
A big ball move because Pajes also went like over 17. The guy can't hit anything. I was thinking of something funny to say about hitting. I couldn't put it together. Shohei can. Shohei blasted a 470-foot blast and really stole the show. 19 home runs in the World Series too. It was a great home. I mean, just applaud. It was really great. From a non-baseball fan, you're a baseball guy. I think everybody enjoyed it. Very dramatic back and forth. It featured some extra inning games that were really good. And a game seven, I think back to maybe the Yankees Diamondback series in 2001. This, though, listeners, if you watched, if you enjoyed it, just remember, I think this is as good as it gets. And I'm into it. Big 1-star bump for MLB baseball. Although I would have loved to see the Blue Jays win. I'm an underdog guy. Rip, I know you're an underdog guy, and we don't like the Dodgers. We're Diamondbacks fans, to make that clear. Arizona guys. We hate to see the Dodgers win, especially when they're this stacked, and they're going to keep getting better. That's the thing. Everybody wants to live in this good weather here. And I also, maybe a little credit goes to the 1-stars too. I did talk about Oakley's. Kiki Hernandez had a great play, Rip. Max Muncy showed up. It's the Oakley glasses, probably. I'm a trendsetter. So there it is. Baseball. NFL trade deadline week. Fun week. We have some action going on. I'm going to talk how it affects fantasy football a little bit here and just bring them up if you're not up to date here. The biggest trade so far, Sauce Gardner, cornerback, to the 7-2 Colts. Rip 7-2 Colts. Rip, I know why you like the Colts so much. It's because you have them in our wins pool, I noticed. And you're dominated, by the way. They were your last pick, right?
Yeah, I picked them in the 3rd round out of 3 rounds. Not dominating them up a little bit, but they're one of the best teams in the NFL, and I got them late. So yeah, I'm definitely rooting for Danny Dimes.
That's why
my
you were
guy.
on them early. I took the Titans, you took the Colts. That's how it's been for us. Congratulations on probably winning that. Sauce Gardner is a good addition. They did give up the Colts 2 first-round picks, which the internet's going crazy for. Apparently, Carly Ursay at the trade deadline says, F those picks. We don't care. They're going for it. Sauce Gardner has some questions, but some defense. You need stability at cornerback in this league, and Sauce Gardner could bring it if healthy. I think it's a good landing spot for him. Jets also got rid of Williams, headed to the Cowboys with linebacker Logan Wilson from the Cincinnati Bengals. Did the Cowboys get better, Rip?
I think so. I mean, anyone who's watched them the past few weeks knows that they had to shore up that defense. They've been getting passed on like crazy by a bunch of no-name quarterbacks, and they're still in it. I mean, despite, their 3-5-1 record or whatever it is, they're still in it if they can put together a little winning streak here. So they had to do something, man.
Don't care about the Cowboys. Don't really care about these moves too much. I don't think they will move the needle. Philadelphia Eagles, well, I'll tell you what, these guys are the best personnel in the NFL at just making moves. Watch Bigsby, fantasy players this week if you've had him on your bench for a while. That's our guy, Howie Roseman. He stayed aggressive. He got Jair Alexander. He got Michael Carter the second from the Jets. Jesus, the Jets are just giving up everybody. And they also picked up Jalen Phillips from the Miami Dolphins, who's pretty damn good, especially if he's in the right system. And I think the Eagles is going to be a really good system for him. Howie Roseman, congratulations. You just got better. Patriots traded away some guys. Pittsburgh Steelers, we expected to get a wide receiver. They did not so far. However, the Jacksonville Jaguars went and got disgruntled Raider, Jacoby Myers. Fantasy alert. This guy has been dead in the water, Jacoby Myers, since he wanted out of town, since he asked for a trade request, heading down to Jacksonville, where they drastically need some help. Jacoby Myers, if he's on your fantasy team, Rip, is this exciting? Is this a turnaround for Jacoby Myers, or is this guy just mid?
I like how you said disgruntled Raider. That should be pretty much every Raider at this point. They might want to change the team name there, but yeah, I think he's mid. I mean, he'll just fill in a little bit for Travis Hunter, who's out for a while, and he's not going to make any game-breaking plays or anything like that. He'll keep his usual 5 catches for 52 yards going the rest of the way.
I agree. Picked up Sam Darnold myself personally off the waiver wire. Hey, don't mind if I do. Seahawks, don't mind if they do either. Went down to New Orleans, added Rashid Shaheed, good receiver, going to a team that can get him a ball in space, we hope so. Keep your eyes on that. If you have Shaheed on your fantasy team, that's going to be a big bounce for him. He's actually getting a quarterback there. No quarterbacking going on down in the Big Easy. I would keep an eye on maybe David Njoku on the Browns, fantasy-wise. Just keep an eye there. That hasn't been done yet, but there's some rumblings in the jungle there. That's all I got, though. Deebo Samuel, if he's on your fantasy team, I think they're going to blow things up in Commander land. Keep an eye if he can get on a team like the Patriots, perhaps. Look out. Fantasy numbers will go up through the roof. One more thing I'm going to manifest because it affects my lineup, Rip. Mike Vrabel, Patriots, go for it, man. Take a little bit from Mrs. Irsay. Just go for it. Go ahead down to Tennessee. Get your guy Tony Pollard out of there. Get him out of hell. Let's run with Tajay Spears. And let's bring Tony Pollard up to add to Drake May and that offense for a little run. Vrabel. Stay tuned. Exciting stuff happening. It's a good trade deadline. Enjoy NFL fans. College basketball's off and running. Been very, very fun to watch TV, especially seeing these games being played late night and all over the place, all over the country. I love the showcases that are going on right now. We had a really fun Florida U of A game, Rip. We had a lot of one-star alumni, one-star bumps going on in college basketball. Did you get some time? Did you get some college hoops flowing through your veins?
I did, and I'm not sure I've been this excited for college basketball season in a while, especially with these names I'm about to drop that we've had on the pod, DK. A lot of future pros here, and even going back, we got our guy Hansel and Manuel, if you remember, I think 4 years ago we had him when he was down at Northwestern State. He's now a senior, believe it or not, at Austin Peay. DK, he's shooting like 64% from the field last year. Gets some good playing time down there, and people don't know he's a Dominican kid who only has one arm, and it's amazing what he does. He's an inspiration to everybody. So we had him on a few years ago. He's still rolling, DK. We got some bigger names they're going to be future pros here. Darius Acuff Jr., Malik Thomas played well for Arkansas in their opener. They actually both lit it up. I think they were 2 out of the 3 leading scorers. So excited to watch that team. They blew out whoever they were playing. Our guy Jasper Johnson for Kentucky. We're recording this pod Tuesday, but their first official game is today. I expect him to keep shooting well, and he was accountable on our podcast for limiting his turnovers. So let's look at the turnovers in the box score tomorrow for Jasper Johnson, another future pro who was a one-star recruit alum. But I do have one beef, DK. Do you have any idea who my beef is with? It's a top team in the country, one of the top teams in the country. I have major beef. Can you take a guess at that?
What are we going to have to do to get Olivier Roux some minutes in Florida?
1,000%. You and I did not talk about this before the pod, but come on, Coach Todd Golden down there at Florida. You're the defending champs, but you lost your first game to Arizona. Koa Pete, super freshman, had 30 points for the Wildcats. Olivier got 0 minutes, DK. What are you doing, Todd Golden? Put this guy in. He's 7'9". Not even making that up. He's 7'9". I think he could have stopped some of those dunks by Koa Pete. Todd Golden, get Olivia some playing time, man.
He's got like 4 more weeks of he can use his body before that thing's just Greg Oden's on him. Get him in the game. Get this guy in the game. What are we doing?
He's still growing, DK.
Olivier, go listen back. Great guy. Loves the podcast and an alumni of the pod. We're rooting for you out there. Yeah, that guy Koa Pete, Rip, he is damn good. Where's he from? Where's Koa Pete from? Is that an Arizona boy?
He's an Arizona guy, actually. The I believe nephew of former Cardinals offensive lineman Todd Pete from back when we were growing up. So he's I believe Chandler, possibly Hamilton, one of those prep schools out there. But yeah, total Arizona kid through and through. Should have chose ASU, but no, he made the right choice.
He's a real baller. That's a good team. He's a good leader. 1-star moments of the week. It's going to lead right into our college ball talk. Everybody has them. We talk about them. 1-star moments of the week. For me, I'm going to hand it right to the Boise State basketball team. Sticking with college ball. Rip, they took the very worst loss. A lot of people are saying the worst loss in college basketball history. Let me say that one more time. The worst loss in college basketball history. This is not an understatement. One of the largest upsets in history. Boise State was playing D2 Hawaii Pacific. Rip, this is a university that exists in a former strip mall. And it plays their home games at a former Franciscan Adult Day Center facility. Okay? One more time. Their home games are played at a former Franciscan adult daycare facility, okay? And they just beat a Mountain West team member, Boise State, 79-78. Okay? 1-star moment, 1-star rec for the I don't even know their mascot. I'm going to call them the Dragons.
Sharks.
Hawaii Pacific. The college basketball play of the game is not even basketball from that game. There is video of the Boise State trainer dragging, thank you, Winston, it's the Sharks, dragging a Sharks player off the court who was cramping late in the game. Literally dragging. It's medical people. This is not what you do. What a thing up in Boise State. Congratulations to the Hawaii Pacific Sharks. What an upset.
It was a 1-star moment for sure. But actually, surprisingly, DK, this happens every couple years in college hoop. Actually, every year a D2 beats a D1, especially in this first week of exhibitions. My nephew, shout out to Trevor Thompson, played in that Franciscan daycare center. He hit 6 threes against Hawaii Pacific.
Come on, really?
So yeah, and that not to degrade the Sharks, man. That's a solid school down there with a great program. And like I said, it happens every few years in college basketball where these D2s come up, and it's a great win for them. Chaminade did it a few years ago in the Maui Invitational. Happens every year. So yeah, I'm glad to see that success for that franchise. But Boise State, yeah, back to the drawing board. You were supposed to be good this year, Boise. There's only room to go up from here.
Just a 1-star moment going on right there. And I'm sorry, Boise. That's how you say it, Rip. Boise. If you don't know, now you know. Say it with me, Rip. Boise.
And my 1-star moment, DK, too. Both our 1-star moments this week are kind of for other people, for other franchises. And I know you got some stuff to say about the Cardinals here with not being able to watch the game and all this, but I'm going to just go ahead and give my 1-star moment to that entire franchise. Honestly, they had a really good win on Monday night and in front of a national TV audience against the Dallas Cowboys. Very unexpected, knocked a bunch of people out of survivor pools. But then you wake up the next morning on Tuesday and you see that Jonathan Gannon has decided to roll with Kyler Murray over Jacoby Brissett. Fresh off their biggest win in years, everyone basically but about 5 people can clearly see that the offense is way better without Kyler Murray. That's why they should have never drafted him. We can play the tape back from this pod 5 or 6 years ago. They should have never drafted Kyler Murray in the first place. Even Troy Aikman and Joe Buck said on air that Murray should be benched. I don't know what else you need. So my 1-star moment goes to the entire Cardinals front office. But really, DK, for the past 40 years, that front office has been full of 1-star moments. So it's nothing new, just sad, and look forward to more losses and a high draft pick again in the spring.
Sad Boys Club, Arizona Cardinals Sad Boy Fan Club. We are back. Marvin Harrison Sr. is now feeling the effects of the Sad Club. He actually just joined. We welcomed him in last week with his comments. He doesn't even know what the hell's going on offensively for this team. He says it's very hard to watch. So welcome to the Sad Boys Club, Senior. Very hard to watch. First of all, I didn't watch. Most of you didn't watch. Let me really quickly just tell you, listeners, you one stars out there, that I pay for NFL Sunday Ticket, YouTube TV with Red Zone, Disney Plus, and Amazon Prime. All of this to watch football. One stars. I was literally trying to watch the fourth quarter of my team. What we thought, Rip, was going to be they were going to lose that game because they were going to lose in terrible fashion like they normally do, less than 4 points in the fourth quarter. I was trying to watch it on some Kazakhstanian pirate link that you sent me. It's just a sad state of affairs, bro. It's just a sad state of affairs. By the way, that link did not work at all. It said, come back during a less busy time, is what it told me, Rip. Whatever weird.
You got to refresh, bro. Keep refreshing.
No, that was a shady link. VPN 745 in Mongolia that just sent me to watch my Arizona Cardinals play. Let's keep playing the damn Cowboys, though. The Cardinals have played in their history 15 games on Monday Night Football. We've lost 10 of them. We've won 5 of them. All of the 5 wins have come against the Dallas Cowboys. That feels good, at least. If you're a little bit of the Sad Boys Club, you could feel better. Trey McBride got some TDs with Jacoby Brissett. Another reason to keep Jacoby in. He's gotten 4 touchdowns. McBride, who's really good in 3 games with Jacoby Brissett. Rip, he caught 5 TDs from Kyler Murray over 3 seasons. It's crazy.
I'm hoping that the Cardinals just do this thing where Kyler Murray's injury, quote unquote, lingers for a while until possibly this week at Seattle we'll get Jacoby Brissett another start while Kyler's quote unquote injured. That won't be good, by the way, because Seattle has an amazing defense and that's going to get ugly. So mark that down as a loss for the Cardinals. But you might see Kyler back out there in a couple weeks.
I just want to puke all over. Marvin Harrison Sr. Hard to watch, man. It's hard to watch. Welcome back, one-star legend, Arizona Cardinal legend 2, Zane Gonzalez. Falcons wave John Parker Romo, signing Zane Gonzalez. Enjoy continuing to lose. He's just terrible. NFL coaches have zero respect for kickers anymore. I guess unless you're Cam Little or the Cowboys kicker who used to sell insurance, nobody cares. Bring back Young Ho Koo. Where's he? Just let him go? Now we're bringing Zane Gonzalez back in? Jake Moody got booted for Pinheiro. See you later. New York Football Giants started with Graham Cano. Brought in Jude McTominay. Remember him? Missed them Big Daddies. McConomy. There's our guy, Young Ho Koo. Showed up for about a week, released, back to Graham Cano. Just ridiculous situation for kickers. Maybe not a great position. Remember, Rip, we thought kickers, teach your kid to be a kicker? Not anymore. Nobody cares. You miss a couple of those, you're out. You're done. It's over. One-star rec of the week. Recommendation. Give me something good, Rep.
I'm going to roll right in from my one-star moment of the week with the Cardinals' terrible franchise to my one-star recommendation of the week. I see it over and over, and it's really hitting me home now because obviously I'm not a Dodger fan, but my sons have both grown up in the LA area, and it's hard not to be a Dodger fan when it's everywhere. Everyone's wearing Dodger gear. Ohtani, they're the most successful franchise the last 10 years. In MLB. So the recommendation of the week, I finally bit the bullet, DK. I'm going to say it. The recommendation of the week is raise your kids to be fans of good teams, Dodgers, Yankees, Lakers. They'll lead a much more satisfying and really optimistic life than you and I being Cardinals and Diamondbacks fans. It's a subtle thing, and it pains me to watch my kids root for the Dodgers and celebrate when they win a World Series, but in the long run, it's going to be good for them. They'll be more confident. Their self-esteems will be higher. It's just an easier life, I think. So raise your kids to be fans of good teams, DK. You're living up there in Portland. Keep DK Jr. far away from the Trailblazers. Gear him toward that purple and gold, maybe the Lakers or perhaps the Boston Celtics. But keep him away from the Blazers, man. It's not going to work out long term.
Never. Your kids, luckily, are in Southern California being raised, so they can. If they want to choose the Dodgers, that's okay, and they can. We all know the worst humans on the face of this earth are Lakers, Yankees, and Duke fans. What you're recommending folks to do to just root for those, you can, Rip, you can. You live in LA. This is allowed. This is okay. You're fine. Don't recommend to others that they do this if they don't live in the area. You can't be from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and like Duke, the Yankees, and the Lakers. We don't need any more of you. We don't. We don't. You should rep Texas Tech, the Lobos, and the Cardinals and deal with it. It makes you more interesting in the long run. What you're recommending, Rip, is not that people are more confident. You recommend that they become full douchebags with that recommendation. Unless you live in the area, it is totally okay. Good luck to you in those endeavors. I hope eventually your kids come back around to Arizona Diamondbacks land. They will see it's more interesting. It's more exciting to root for the underdog than to root for to be a front runner. You also see that the rest of the front runners are douchebags. That's it, though. 1-star recommendation from me. Speaking of douchebaggery, have somebody look at the top of your head. 1 stars. Men, have somebody look at the top of your head. After a Three Little Pigs photo session last week, my mother-in-law, Renee, caught a picture of what looks to be, on the top of my head, a full skin yarmulke on the top of my head. The bald spot is creeping on me way more than I thought. Nobody's looking at the top of my head. I'm 6'2". I'm one of the big ones around. My barber, who does not have a man saddle for the contemporary man, by the way, does a good job covering it up. But if it's not in a comb over mode, which it wasn't for my Three Little Pigs photo shoot, it's there. It's a full-on Manu Ginobili circular spot. So my recommendation of the week is to have somebody look at the top of your head before you do your holiday pictures, or get caught in a position that you don't want your skin yarmulke to be exposed. I might have to get to Turkey for a kebab and a hair transplant. The time it's coming, Rip. My guy Onik priced it out. It's about $10K. Add in another $1,000 for a flight and a kebab. DK goes to Turkey. It's very embarrassing. I'm coming, Rip. It's happening. Baldness. I did also read an article, though, that AI is very close to solving male pattern baldness. So it's a race right now. It's a race, because I'm not going to Costco and getting the Rogaine. I'm not doing the rub the stuff in the hair. What I will do is I'll take like a pill or a shot, like a GLP-1 for my hair. I will do that when it comes. I'm not going to rub anything on it. I'm not going to do any shampoos. I'm not doing that. So there it is. There it is. Check your head.
I can tell you, first of all, I was shocked when you sent that photo. I didn't even notice the surrounding. The only thing that I saw was that giant bald spot, and I had no idea it was happening to you.
You had no idea. Yeah, you didn't even think I was close to that zone of balding.
I didn't. But the one thing I can tell you about baldness is the key is to embrace it, to immediately cut off all your hair, shave it all off, DK. Don't try the Krusty the Clown stuff. Don't try walking around with a giant bald spot. Just take it all off, embrace it. You got 40, 50 more years of it. So start it early. And by the time you're in 2040, you'll be used to it. So do it early and just don't look back. That's my advice for you.
Spoken like a true bald man who's already you've passed the waters already. You're already done. You have nothing else to say. If a GLP-1 for male pattern baldness came out that would grow your hair back as your hair was in your teenage years, Rip, where you just took a pill every day and you could get your full luscious hair back from your teenage years, would you do it?
I wouldn't do it because A, I've accepted my fate, and B, I'd be too scared of the side effects. I don't want to be a guinea pig for these experimental drugs that millions are going to use. And if I'm going to get cancer, it's not going to be from that. I'll tell you that much.
Ask your wife, Rip. Your wife would probably love to have that back. You're talking about becoming a Lakers fan to find your confidence. Just grow your hair back, man. That's it. Grow your hair back. Go to the gym. Rip reacts. Hit the music. We got some drama going for the Memphis Grizzlies. Some European versus American, Rip. Now be real. Does this whole short, high-intensity rotation thing actually stand a chance in the NBA? It might work in Europe where they get players in to have these quick spurts of high intensity. And then the role players come in and kind of hold that up. Do you think this will seriously work against like Luka Doncic when he's torching you and you drop in Santi Aldama as the answer for a short spurt? Is this an idea that only works overseas and will not work in the NBA? Short spurts. Ja Morant is pissed. He wants to play the full game and not be in some sub rotation.
I think it has potential, and for that reason, I think it's worth trying because a lot of the better parts of the NBA today have come from other places, college, Europe, overseas. So I think it's worth trying, especially when you're a team like the Memphis Grizzlies who have never won anything, and you're competing against those Lakers and those Warriors teams. I think it's worth trying. We'll to be determined, but Ja Morant, he complains about a lot of stuff. So keep him on the bench for short spurts and then let him play hard while he's in there.
One-star doppelganger alert. The head coach of the Grizzlies looks exactly like one-star listener Brad F. from Thailand. Doppelganger alert, full in effect. LA Clippers in your backyard. Steve Ballmer, he's being sued now, ripped by 11 Asperian investors who claim that he funneled millions of dollars through the company to pay Kawhi Leonard to keep him in LA. Violates the NBA salary cap, yada, yada, yada. If this turns out to be true for Ballmer, Kawhi, and the Clippers, is this behind-the-scenes power move gone wrong or just a wild accusation for the NBA season? Is this gonna just roll over, Rip? Or is this gonna drag on and we're gonna see something? My gut tells me we're just gonna roll over this thing.
I could see that too, but again, like a desperate franchise like the Clippers, who again, like the Grizzlies, have never won anything. DK, you got to try different stuff, man. I'm not faulting him for this. He could have easily got away with it. If he doesn't, I think, like you said, it might set him back for a few years. But they weren't going to win anything in those few years anyway. So why not try different things? And breaking news: I'm going to the Clippers Suns game Saturday night. My first visit to the Intuit Dome. Nobody better mistake me for Steve Ballmer. We'll have a hat on, but if I get mistaken for Steve Ballmer, I'll be very upset. But I will see the Clippers live and that guy Kawhi Claw Leonard on Saturday night. Go Suns.
By the way, great Halloween costume next year for you to go as Ballmer, and you could get real excited. You could bring a floor seat with you, and people will say who you are, and then you could get really, really excited and do his dance.
Just have an entire case of Lee's coffee 2 hours before trick-or-treat.
That's a 5-star idea for your bald ass, Rip, since you're embracing it so much. That's amazing, man. Clutch Sports founder Rich Paul and former ESPN host Max Kellerman. I like Kellerman a lot. They're launching a new video podcast together for The Ringer. What kind of show do you think this will deliver, Rip? We got an agent now coming with Max Kellerman. They're going to do, let's see, what does it say here? What's an honest insider takes and real NBA talk? Is this a polished media play to push Clutch's influence even further into sports, Rip, or should this be fun?
It'll be all right, but it's not the future. And especially in households like you and I with YouTube TV, we're not going to even see the thing anyway. So DK, it's a decent idea, but that's not the future of TV. The future clearly is Stephen A. Smith. Whatever Stephen A. Smith wants to do will hit the jackpot, will be gold in media. Max Kellerman, I mean, I like you, but you're not going to get those ratings, man.
I'm sliding over to Team Portnoy and Barstool slowly but surely. Rip, you keep staying with those dinosaurs over there. Stephen A. Dinosaur. Pat McAfee becoming a little played out. It's a little bit too much almost. I think Portnoy has it figured out over there with a nice balance, especially with adding Ryan Rosillo to his rotation at Barstool. We're back, Rip. Last one. Listeners wanted it. Here it is. Instead of the top 10, that was crazy. We're just going to do the top 4. I like a round number. I was going to do 5, but I'm just going to do 4 because I like a round number. The NHL Power Rankings as of November 4th at 12:29 p.m. The top 4 teams, Rip, go from 4 to 3. Number 4, who is it?
Colorado Avalanche.
Incorrect. Number 3.
Edmonton Oilers.
Incorrect. Number 2.
Detroit Red Wings.
Not even on the list. And number 1.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Not even on the list. 0 for 4. Number 4 team in the NHL, the Montreal Canadiens. Number 3, the Winnipeg Jets. Look at that. This is the year for Winnipeg. Get your bets in early. Number 2, the most surprising one on the list, the New Jersey Devils. The New Jersey Devils. And and the Colorado Avalanche. They're back. Shout out to my guy Washburn in Denver. I saw you in Vegas. Washburn doing your thing, getting dressed up on Halloween to watch your Avalanche take on the Golden Knights. Thank you for giving the one-star recruits some love and tagging us on social media. We will be back next week. Hopefully I can get Janice back and get a sitter. Rip. Give us 5 stars. Like, share, wherever you get podcasts. Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray. The book is closing. We're in the final chapter. Stay with us. Harrison Sr. said it. What did he say, Rip? What did he say?
This offense is hard to watch.
It's hard to watch, man. We'll see you next week. Peace.
See you next week.